Welcome back to MicrotechFix. Today we are going to be talking about how to connect different parts of XP600 machine to main board, also known as a driver board. So if you are not a trained technician, please don't try this. So call a trained technician to handle your machine for you. So first of all, let's try to identify some of the part of the driver board where you connect all these components we are talking about, and also some of the important parts that has to do with the operation of the machine. So let's start from the right. Here we have this socket. This socket is called link socket. Is the one that connects cable that connects network, signal from the main board here to the carriage board. This is the link cable. This is the link cable. Next is the RJ45 socket. This is the RJ45 socket. So this is what connects your computer to the machine through RJ45 cable. As you can see, this is the RJ45 cable to the computer system. Then here we have Y-axis socket that connects servo motor. But on this machine, step motor is used instead of servo motor for Y-axis. So next is X-axis socket for servo motor as well. So servo motor is used on the machine. So we are going to be connecting these sockets. So next is this long data cable socket. This socket, the link between the main board and carriage board. It carries signal from main board to the carriage board and from carriage board to main board. So that's what it does. And as well, it carries high voltage, that is 42 volts, that powers and controls the carriage board. So next to it is power socket. So this is the power. So we have 24 volt and we equally have 42 volts. The 2 voltage comes to this socket through this plug. Look at these two objects. This glass object. This is known as fuse. This is fuse. This one is for the 42 volt. This one is for the 24 volt. So next to it is the DC socket. But on this board, DC driver is not installed. So it's disabled. It's not used. But for some boards that uses DC, so this is the socket. This is the socket for this DC that control the carriage movement. Next to it is the socket where you plug a motor that move the material on machine. The motor that moves the material on machine is step motor. So this is the socket where it is being plugged. So this is the driver for the Y-axis motor. This is the driver for the Y-axis motor. Next is this socket. This socket is the one that the station motor, where station motor is plugged. This is where they plug the station motor. It's also a step motor. Right. So this is the driver for the station motor. station motor is being driven by these components. So next is this one. This socket is labeled MZ. So this is the station sensor socket where you plug the the sensor that monitor the movement of station. This is where you plug it. Then next is this socket, display and keyboard, where you plug the display and keyboard. So now let's begin putting all the cable in their correct places. So let's start with the display and keyboard. This is the cable for display and keyboard. So it has, if you look at here, okay, you can see that there is a key. So, and here we have a slot, so it has to match. You put it in, and press it down like that, so it will lock in place. Next is the station sensor. This is the plug for station sensor. This is the cable that goes into the station sensor's socket. If you look at it, it is round at a particular corner. So equally the socket has round corner at the point. So you have to match the two like that. So next is station motor. This is the station motor plug. It equally has a round, corner. You equally match it. Here is where it goes. It goes in here. Next is the y-axis cable. Y-axis cable, motor cable. Y-axis motor cable. Here is it. It goes in here, right, followed by the power. So before we put in the power, let's first of course put others. Let the power comes last. So the next is the long data cable, the cable that carries the that communicates with carriage board and driver board, that is main board. Is the link between the main board and the carriage board. So when you are putting it, this lever, you have to lift it up. Make sure it is up at both sides. You lift it up like that, and the insulated part of the cable is facing up, while the contacting part is facing down. So you slot it in, while this is up. So you then press this down to lock it in place. Press this through like that to lock it in place. Lock in place now. Next is the servo motor plug. The carriage servo motor, that is the X-axis servo motor. Where is it? Okay, here is it. As you can see, this is the plug, right? It goes into this socket. So you have to imagine, look at this case. So it follows this direction. So when you are putting it, be careful, make sure it aligns, and just put it in like that, key it in. Then next is the RJ45 cable that connects your computer system to the machine. So this cable is from the computer system. So it goes in here, Then next is the link cable. The link cable that takes the signal from this RJ45 to the carriage board. It equally has a key. So you match it with the slot on the socket. This is the socket, as we know. This is the socket. So you match it and just slot it in like that. last and not the least, come to the power and put in our code like that. So when you do that, so you can then power your machine. You can power your machine. As you can see, the machine is powered, already getting off. So this is how far we can go. If you find this useful, this tutorial useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any question or comment, please don't forget to leave it down in the comment section below. So, have a nice day.